This year isn't about a trophy. This year isn't about a placing. This year is about proving to people that what they saw in 2022 was only a fraction of what I can be. 2024 is about the year of redemption.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. In today's video, I thought that I would take you guys through a full day of eating on a refeed. So we have been digging pretty hard the last little while and ended up waking up at a new low this morning of 181.6. Taking a look at things, I can tell that my physique is feeling relatively flat right now and was still being a little bit over 5 weeks. So from the first show, we want to make sure that we aren't running flat for too long. Obviously, being flat is going to be part of the process, and in order to get stage lean, you are going to need to spend some time being flat, but we want to make sure that we don't spend too much time being flat, because then we start to see drop-offs in training performance, which is going to lead to muscle loss in the process as well. So a little bit of a feed up today coming in the form of a refeed before we go ahead and keep digging back down to reach those new lows. So I just finished taking photos this morning. I wanted to go ahead and take some photos fasted before I implement the refeed day, and then what I could do is tomorrow morning I will take photos one day after the refeed, and then on Saturday I will take photos 2 days after the refeed. Today is going to be Thursday. At this point, especially, like I said, just a little over 5 weeks out from the first show, we need to be using these days to collect data, taking a look at myself and seeing, okay, how do I look flat in the morning before we implement the carbs? How do I look the day after we implement the carbs? And then how do we look 2 days after we implement the carbs? This is going to give me the information that I need to go ahead and assess how I want to go about my peak leading into the show, because we don't want to carb up really hard to the day before the show and then see that, a day after we have those carbs, we're holding some water. So maybe we need to go ahead and throw a low day in there to go ahead and get rid of some of the water. These are the things that we need to go ahead and experiment with leading into the show, and this is why it's so important that you put yourself in a good position by being ready early. I wouldn't say I am completely stage lean yet, but I am getting very close. I'm getting within shooting distance of where I need to be, so I can go ahead and implement these high days to use them as data for how I'm going to go ahead and run my peak. But nevertheless, I am absolutely starving, so let's go ahead and get started with meal number one. Number one, and our pre-workout meal is going to be 175 grams of egg whites as well as 2 whole eggs, and then here we have 120 grams of the Flavor Gang cream of rice with 100 grams of banana and then 75 grams of blueberries. Protein has come down a little bit today, just simply for the fact that with carbs being much higher than they normally are, carbs are going to be protein sparing. So we don't need as much protein, and having that higher protein today is really just going to add to the total calories for the day, and that's not what we're trying to do. We're not trying to increase the total calories for the day, we're trying to increase the carb content for the day. So a little bit less egg whites today, still got the whole eggs in there for some good fats, and then a good chunk of carbs coming from the cream of rice. Obviously, this is a pretty big meal, so I will eat this probably about an hour and a half before I go train, but I'm very excited for this, so I'm going to go ahead and dig into this, and then I will catch you guys in a little bit. Okay, it is pre-workout time. Pre-workout of choice lately has been the Ghost Legend All Out. Really good kind of daily driver when it comes to a pre-workout. Very well dosed pre-workout. I only do like half a scoop of it because a full scoop's 400 milligrams of caffeine, and I won't lie, I love caffeine, but that's a little too much for me, and I find that if I start to creep over like 250 in a pre-workout, I start to have quite a bit of anxiety during my workout. So I only do like a scoop, maybe a scoop and a little tiny bit to get to that kind of 250 mark, because 400 is just too much for me. I'll be honest, I don't know if I've taken a pre-workout with like 400 milligrams of caffeine in it since I like started working out back in high school, and that was just because I was young and dumb, and now I'm older and just a little bit less dumb. So doing a little bit more than half a scoop here, like I said, to get right around that kind of 250 milligram of caffeine mark. But overall, really good. This is the sour green apple warheads. They do have like an orange creamsicle one and then like a cherry limeade, so I might go ahead and try some of those other flavors. And then just gonna go ahead and put my creatine here in my pre-workout as well. No specific reason, this is just kind of when I remember to take my creatine. That's the thing with creatine, is that the timing of it really doesn't matter all that much as long as you are getting it in at some point during the day. And then last thing I will put in my pre-workout is going to be probably about like a little over 1/4 teaspoon of salt, just to go ahead and get some sodium in there to help us get a good pump. So yeah, that is going to be my pre-workout concoction. We're going to go ahead, sip this on the way to the gym, and then I will catch you guys there for a big back and hamstring workout.
10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what. Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck, country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up.
Okay guys, workout is complete. Not gonna lie, I feel absolutely today, to be honest. Even though I had like 120 grams of carbs in my pre-workout meal, I still feel absolutely today. Energy levels are in the tank, which is hard considering that we are still 5 weeks out, which seems like it's not a lot of time, but it is still kind of a lot of time to be digging and feeling like this. So nevertheless, we push through. This is just kind of part of the process at 5 weeks out, trying to get down to single digit body fat percentage. This is just part of the game sometimes, is you're going to have those days where you are feeling low energy. You're going to have those days where you kind of have to drag your ass through the workout. You have to drag your ass through cardio, and that is exactly what today is. But nevertheless, it's still a refeed day, so thankfully we get to go home and have a big old bowl of carbs. So I will catch you guys at home for the post-workout meal.
How goddamn excited I am to eat this meal. So our post-workout meal is going to be very similar to our pre-workout meal. We have 120 grams of the Flavor Gang cream of rice, flavor of brownie batter. In there we have 30 grams of Jacked Factory whey isolate in the chocolate peanut butter. Those two, absolutely delicious. As well, we have 75 grams of blueberries again, 100 grams of banana, and then as well we have 10 grams of 85% dark chocolate, and then 15 grams or 1 tablespoon of honey over top of it. I'll be honest, even in my off season, I really have never been someone who's had honey, so this tastes absolutely delicious, and I'm definitely doing this moving forward into my future off season. So obviously, very, very carb heavy meal here, but this is our post-training meal. So it usually is going to be my biggest carb meal of the day. But I'm going to shut up. I'm going to go ahead and dive into this, get some work done, and then I will catch you guys for meal number 3.
Alright, we are just sat here rendering episode 8 of the Redemption series. So that will be up tomorrow on Friday, so definitely make sure that you guys go ahead and check that one out, even though this one now that I'm recording will be coming out after that episode, but definitely make sure that you go check out the previous episodes of the Redemption series. Something that I'm actually very, very proud of myself this year has been keeping up with YouTube and documenting this entire prep. This was something that I kind of regretted not doing in 2022 when I did my first show, was not documenting it for YouTube or really Instagram or anything like that. So that was something that I really wanted to do this year. And starting out with this Redemption series, I was doing 1 episode every 2 weeks, and now I've moved to doing 1 episode every week. And it definitely has been it's definitely been a lot of work on the back end editing videos, because I do everything myself. I film the videos, I edit the videos, all that sort of stuff, but I have really been enjoying it, and I hope that you guys are enjoying it as well. So if I haven't said it before, if you guys are enjoying the videos, please make sure that you guys leave a like on them. I really appreciate it as well. If you guys are new around here, do make sure that you guys click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any future content. We are just a little bit over 5 weeks out from the show, so I'm expecting to have a lot of really good content coming closer to the show. Peak week, maybe a post-show cheat day video, and then the actual show day video as well. And we do have 2 shows lined up for the season, so very excited to go ahead and do those and continue documenting this redemption series over the next 9 weeks, which is absolutely crazy to say. So if you guys didn't know, a new episode of the redemption series does come out every single Friday at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So like I said, definitely make sure that you guys go ahead and subscribe and click that little bell icon so that you go ahead and get notified every time that I do upload a new video. But like I said, just rendering the next episode of the redemption series here, and then we're going to go ahead and eat meal number 3 in a little bit. So I will catch you guys in a bit. Meal number 3, nice and simple. 300 grams of white rice, 170 grams of shrimp, a little bit of air fried zucchini in there, and some spring mix for some micronutrients. And then as well, we have 10 grams of coconut oil just for a little bit of healthy fats in there. I'm going to go ahead and top this one off with the Flavor Gang takeout sauce. I really like this one on rice meals. If I'm doing something like potato and chicken, I really like the sweet poppy sauce, but rice meals, I really like the takeout sauce, so really, really good. But nevertheless, I'm going to go ahead and dive into this. Then we got to go for a walk to finish off our steps for the day, and then we will go ahead and conclude this refeed with meal number 4. So I will catch you guys in a bit. Okay guys, this is going to be the 4th and final meal for this refeed today. So here we have 4 rice cakes, and then on the rice cakes I have 35 grams of peanut butter and then 40 grams of jam. And then I just have my normal Ninja Creamy here as well that I've talked about before. It's just 300 mils of a Fairlife skim milk and then 1 scoop of whey protein. And then as well, I put a little bit of salt and then just a little bit of sugar-free pudding mix in there, just for the consistency. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and eat this meal, and then I will go ahead and weigh in the morning, and then check in with you guys and let you know how I think the refeed went. Alright guys, well that is going to do it for this full day of eating on a refeed. Refeed ended up working not too bad, ended up going up about a pound in body weight, which is what we wanted because we are going to see a little bit of a weight increase from a couple of different reasons. First one is obviously just going to be consuming more food and having more food in our actual stomach and in our actual body. Second reason is hopefully going to be a little bit of glycogen replenishment as well, so going ahead and filling those glycogen stores, which is what we did want to see from this refeed. So things went good, weight didn't spike too much that I was questioning why it went ahead and did that, so it was just, you know, a 1 pound increase and then kind of came back down the following day. So it was good data for us to have going into the show about how we can go ahead and execute the peak to make sure that I step on stage at my absolute best. But as always, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like on the video. If you guys are new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any future content. Other than that, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.